Probably come this way because it's a little bit. I'm just going to get the pallbearers to walk here where it's been broken up. So I'm going to walk first, and then you'll follow me. Okay? Please walk slow and try to stay in the.
Yeah, it's just this area.
Yeah, this is making me really nervous. I wonder if we should back it off this way,
so.
you know? Is it possible to kind of back it?
Still go into the.
Okay.
Alan.
May I ask all the people who are pallbearers to please come forward? We're going to begin. Just be very, very careful. And we're going to be taking it through here, so maybe just clear a little bit of space for everyone. Yes. They're gonna walk where it's broken up a little bit. Stay on the grass, I think it's best. Yes. Mizmor leDavid, Adonai rei lo chesed, binot sheyar bitzeini, al mei menuchot yehan aleini. נפשי שווה ויחני במעגלי צדק למען שמו, גם כי אלך בגיץ על מוות לא יירא, רק אתה עמדי. שבטך ומשענתך המה יחמוני, תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צורריי. דשנת בשמן ראשי, כוס רוויה, אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני, כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני, לאורך ימים. A song of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He causes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even as I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You set a table before me in the presence of my adversaries. You anointed my head with oil, my cup overflows. May only goodness and kindness pursue me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord for the length of days. I would like to welcome all who have gathered today. I am very honored to be officiating at the funeral of Beatty Prober, Bela Bat Sarah, who passed away March 26, the 23rd of the Hebrew month of Adar Bet. May the memory of Bela Bat Sarah be a blessing. Carla Ray, we'll begin with you if you'd like to come to the microphone. Carefully. Just stand sort of sideways so they can see as well. Gotcha.
I don't want to slip by much.
I'll stand by you.
Well, first of all, hopefully the sun's coming out, so my mother is definitely here because she loved sunny weather. But before I say anything, I would like to thank Shaarey, my mother's caregiver. Where are you? Who's been with my mom for over 10 years. Her girls Helma, Jen, Gurley, Beth, Mila, Selena were the most devoted. They have taken such good care of my mom over the years, and trust me, my mom could be very difficult. They've been my lifeline, and my deepest gratitude and love goes to you, Shaarey. I'm gonna miss you. Actually, you can take care of me when I'm older. Okay, Beatty Prober, born in 1922. Sweetie Beatty, as she was known. One of 5 children, 100 years old. Wow. My mom had a rough childhood, but ended up singing and dancing for her livelihood. After she married my dad, she opened up a dancing school for tap, ballet, and baton. Those followed with her infamous dance recitals, and everyone wanted to be Beatty Prober's dance school. I'm assuming that's where I get my rhythm. As everyone knows, I love to dance, and my mom loved music. Wait, sorry. Okay, yeah, I don't want to reread them. My mom was tough, a true disciplinarian, but she always taught us to do the right thing. My mother over the years had a wonderful life. Cruising was her passion. She was blessed with 3 daughters, Leslie, Shailene, and me, of course. 7 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren. She outlived all her siblings. And I asked myself, how do some people live so much longer? I don't know. But 3 weeks ago, my mom was still reading the newspaper without glasses. My sisters and our children all have their special memories of my mom, of which they'll tell their children, and she will live on. We will always keep those close to our heart. On my mother's final days, I played in her ear Barbra Streisand and Judy Garland's Happy Days Are Here Again, to which she listened to intently. Her mind was completely sharp. Mom, you're with Dad now, and all your family. I'll miss you terribly and our daily FaceTimes. But now, rest in peace. You'll be missed, and I know you're going to watch over us. I love you. Okay. Thank you.
I'm Rena Sector Elba. I'm representing the synagogue, and I'm going to say a few words. Having spent some time on Sunday afternoon talking via Zoom with Carla Ray, I began to understand a little bit about the extraordinary woman, daughter, spouse, sister, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, who was Beatty Prober Bela Batsara. Beatty was blessed to reach her 100th birthday, which is no ordinary feat even in our times, although sadly you were not able to celebrate the birthday. Her whole life was a celebration, from what you tell me. And she was amazing at throwing parties. Beatty lived for 10 years at the Portsmouth and continued to be actively engaged, as you said, until just days before she passed. And she was known to tell people, enjoy your life. She knew a lifetime of good health, and it was most certainly her wonderful, optimistic, positive attitude. She was young at heart, with great-grandchildren, great wisdom, the wisdom of the matriarchs, and she would tell everyone, live your lives with no regret. These words of wisdom helped her thrive throughout the century, where she made her mark on the world. When I began preparing my thoughts for this morning, I started by researching famous biblical personalities who were privileged to live past 100 years. And I came upon a beautiful article speaking of Moshe Rabbeinu, of Moses, who lived to the ripe old age of 120. And the Torah describes him, his eyes were undimmed and his strength undiminished. In Jewish tradition, we wish a birthday boy or girl ad mea v'esrim, to live to the ripe old age of 120, like Moses. In modern times, many researchers have sought to understand the characteristics, personality type, intelligence, health habits, and relationships that could contribute to human flourishing and to longevity. In an article I found on the My Jewish Learning website, the author speaks of 2 dimensions of successful aging. The first one is called generativity, meaning to take care of the next generation. This is something that mattered a lot to Beatty, a matriarch, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, we can't say it enough. She was a role model and an inspiration to future generations. Another relevant, and the second relevant dimension that is discussed is the role of keeper of the meaning. By this, the author means the wisdom that comes with age, something that is often valued in cultures and societies like our Jewish culture. And the elders mentioned in the Tanakh that people are valued for their experience. In Job it says, "Is not wisdom found among the aged? And does not lifelong knowledge bring understanding?" Being a keeper of the meaning means handing on the values of the past to future generations. Age brings the reflection and the attachment that allows us to stand back and not be swept along by the mood of the moment or a passing fashion. We need that kind of wisdom, especially in our age of instant gratification. And Beatty was lucky to have been able to pass on that wisdom and lust for life to her offspring. Beatty, like Moses, had the privilege of witnessing many changes in the world. She could see the past and act as a bridge through the present to the future to help her grandchildren and great-grandchildren understand where they have come from and guide them on the path where they should go. Beatty's energy, passion, and values will live on in all of you. May her memory be a blessing. I'm now going to recite the Elba Rahmeen prayer. El male rachamim shochen bamramim hametzeh menucha nechona al kanfei hashchina במעלות קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע מזהירים את נשמת בלה בת שרה שהלכה לעולמה בעבור שנדבו צדקה בעד הזכרת נשמתה בגן עדן תהיה מנוחתה לכן בעל רחמים יסתיריה בסתר כנפיו לעולמים ויצרור בצרור החיים את נשמתה אדוני הוא נחלתה ותנוח על משכבה בשלום ונאמר Amen. O God, full of compassion, who dwells on high, grant true rest upon the wings of the Shekhinah, the divine present, in the exalted spheres of the holy and pure, who shine as the resplendence of the firmament to the soul of Bela Bat Sara, who is gone to her supernal world. For charity has been donated in remembrance of her soul. May her place of rest be Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden. Therefore, may the All-Merciful One shelter her with the cover of his wings forever and bind her soul in the bond of life. The Lord is our heritage. May she rest in her peaceful dwelling place. And let us say, Amen. We're now going to recite together the Mourner's Kaddish. I gave out a paper, but I'll go slowly so you can say it along with me. Do you want the copy? Does someone else have an extra copy? Itgadal ve'itkadash shemei Rabah. Be'alema divera cherute ve'amlich malchute. Bechayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Israel. Ba'agala uvizman kari vimeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabah mevorach le'alam ulalmei almaya. Itbarach ve'ishtabach ve'itfoar ve'itromam ve'itnaseh ve'itadar ve'itale ve'italal shemei dekusha berichu le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata damiran be'alama vimeru. Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya ve'chaim tovim aleinu ve'al kol Israel vimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel vimeru. Yoshvei tevel vimeru. Amen. Hamakom yenachem etchem betoch shar avalei Zion v'Yerushalayim. May the omnipresent comfort you among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. And now, as a final act of care, it is customary to put some earth on the grave. So you're supposed to use the back of the shovel and do your best, because it's very slippery, and just a small amount. And there's several shovels. Don't pass the shovel to someone else, because you're not supposed to pass on the grief. So just stick it back in the earth if you're able. We also have